Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. I hope you guys are doing well here with your energy check-in. Oh my gosh, 7 towers, 6 tower cards in the literal tower card, and then a tower card in an oracle. I'm like, whoa. So there is a lot that is going to really be leveled out completely before we come out of Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde ends on the 22nd of this month. And then we go into a post-shadow period where it takes a couple of weeks for things to settle from all of these eclipses and new moons, full moons, etc. All the things that we were learning, lessons. We were going through a lot of upheaval, a lot of soul searching, a lot of discovery. And so now, the universe is not messing around. They have sent in 7 towers into this reading, showing me that things are going to end so that we can start fresh, okay, after this retrograde. So, if you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Let's get started. We're going to look at divine, feminine, and masculine's overall energy, just their energy in general, okay? And so let's start there. Divine feminine's bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups and the Unknown card. So in her overall energy, she's really trying to stay in her heart space. She's in this energy of, being an intuitive, being compassionate, wanting to continue to be very loving, but she's just really not sure in her overall energy that just has to do with her in general, where really things are heading. She feels like she has been in some sort of void, some sort of unknown energy for a while, and she's in the energy of I'm trying to stay in my heart space, but I have no idea what the hell is really going on here. So how does this translate into her energy? Queen of Swords. She's really trying to gain clarity. She's trying to gain clarity. She's trying to use her logic. She's trying to use her wisdom about her relationships, about her connection. She wants to move forward, and she's eager to move forward. She feels like she's been stuck in the dark for a long time. So she's eager to just bolt out of this unknown energy, but she's stuck. 8 of Swords. There's this mental entrapment. There is this doubt. There is this some conflict about the past or about her soul connection. And so she's really trying to get into her confidence. Queen of Wands, get into her confidence about a new beginning, okay? About being prosperous. Now, take a note because it'll be important as I continue this reading. Our divine feminine is the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Which queen is missing? Pentacles. Take note of that, okay? And that is because she's already got her stuff together. She's already got herself established. She's already in the energy of being a queen that knows how to operate in her 3D. Right now, she is really challenged by her emotions and her intuition. That's why she's trying to operate in her clarity about her relationships. She's eager to move forward, but she's got a lot of conflict over her past, over her soul connections. And so here she's in the energy of I'm going to pull up my big girl skirt and I am ready for a new beginning. So this is her energy, okay? Just overall energy. She's 3 queens just in her overall energy, okay? The Queen of Pentacles is missing. So now for divine masculine, he's really trying to heal. 4 of Swords, 4 of Wands. He's really in this energy of wanting to heal, wanting to stabilize. 4 of Wands, right? It's about stability. It's about homes. It's about being having a strong foundation. But this is also about healing union. 4 of Wands, okay? This is about healing the union. He's also healing from the union. He has retreated from this connection to heal from heartache, from pain, and so he's resting and recovering and wanting to heal the union. So now let's go ahead and take a look how this energy now starts to play out in his energy. So the first card we have is the High Priestess. I feel like this is a couple of things. 1, this is intuition. 2, this is divine feminine. She shows up as High Priestess when there is no communication. So High Priestess, clarified by the Tower, the first showing of the Tower. So there has been a crumbling of his connection with his divine feminine. Also, a crumbling of his intuition, a crumbling of secrets, things that were not spoken. So the divine is intervening here to say, hey, there's too much that is left unsaid. We are not saying some things. And so when he is in this energy where he feels like things have crumbled with his divine feminine, he's really hoping, wishing for something long term, some sort of abundance. It's almost like he goes from heart space back into this money energy, back into the energy of wanting abundance, wanting financial wealth, wanting to create something long term. This is also the energy of masculine wanting to then heal, right? He feels like things have crumbled and he's wanting to perhaps build something long term now that will not crumble. So he's really trying to gain his strength, come into his personal power, maybe even heal his ego. Four of Swords. And so he wants this success. He wants success. And he too wants to charge ahead quickly, because he's gone through so much upheaval, so much pain, heartache, that he really lost his confidence. And so he was just standing in ego. So his energy overall is that, there is a little bit of a block of his intuition, but he's trying to get into his personal power and heal so that he can charge ahead and have some success. Now, what is the most significant, what is the theme of today's reading for divine masculine and feminine? So for divine feminine and for divine masculine, the bottom of the deck, reparenting yourself, Six of Cups, and mature woman. Where did we get the Six of Cups? Divine feminine's energy, right? Didn't we get the Six of Cups here for her? Yeah, mental conflict about the past. So the most significant energy that we have here is that divine masculine and divine feminine are really reparenting themselves. They are in the energy of relearning. They are in the energy of healing childhood wounds, okay, of the past. Any energies of abandonment, any energies of rejection or betrayal, or an energy that has been with them for a very, very long time. This is what happens in Mercury retrograde, right? We go back and we heal the things that we haven't quite healed, because, the quote unquote time slows things down so we can go back and observe and fix. So for divine masculine and divine feminine, it's really all about reparenting over the past and becoming mature again, okay? Becoming into some sort of maturity, into your divine masculine and divine feminine energy again, okay? There's been a lot. The energies have really, proven like they've shifted, right? Because we're not seeing the Emperor and the Empress very much, because they're just kind of operating. They're working on emotions, maybe they're working on thoughts, maybe they're working on their confidence. So they're kind of all over the place. In their own personal journeys. So this is all about unlearning, relearning, new ideas, developing new ways to do things, based on the past that they don't want to repeat, and coming into that maturity. So for divine feminine, her theme for today's reading as related to masculine is self-respect. She is in the energy of, I will no longer make choices where I do not respect myself. I will no longer make choices where I am not respected, where I am not treated as someone who is worthy, because she's had a lot of wounds. Nine of Wands. She has lost herself in this connection because she thought that her masculine was this abundant man. And I'm not talking about wealth, because she could care less, right? She doesn't need his money. And remember, Queen of Pentacles, that's the card that she doesn't have, right? She doesn't need his money. She doesn't need his wealth. She already has all of her stuff together. So she's like, I'm wounded when I didn't choose myself, when I didn't make choices that were self-honoring. I wounded myself because of divine masculine, thinking that, he was abundant in love, abundant and had mastery of thought, of character. And she's like, no, I did not make good choices. This is what she is reparenting herself on, of this self-respect, that she will honor herself and she will make honorable choices. Divine masculine, I'm not surprised. He has had issues around money. Abundance is not just about money. Abundance is about health, It's about relationships. It's about the love that you have in your life. And here's the second showing of the Tower. And it's clarified by the House card. So there is a lot of energy around like some upheaval at home. You know, I mean, there's some sort of loss of abundance. So now, this has to do with divine feminine specifically. So when the question is, what is divine masculine's most significant energy? What is the most significant theme for his energy towards divine feminine today? Is this loss of abundance, because he was too focused on money and having all kinds of other things. And in the process, he lost his best love. He lost, you know, the opportunity to have an emotional and spiritual and abundant connection. He lost that. He lost that, and he lost the safety of his home, right? Like metaphorically. And so he's in the energy is as his most significant theme today for today's reading is that this abundant connection with divine feminine, this abundant love has collapsed, and hence his stability has collapsed. Hence the bottom of the deck being the Four of Swords and Four of Wands. He's healing from the collapse of his foundation of his union. So now let's get into head, heart, environment for divine masculine and feminine as related to each other. So what is the card that they share? Sorry, this all fell apart here. What's the card that they share? Hostilities. Okay, can't make that up. You can't even make it up. Hostility. There's a lot of hostility in the connection right now, okay? Maybe not towards each other, maybe towards themselves and the choices that they've made, okay? So for divine feminine, we're going to start with divine feminine. Why did I go here? For divine feminine, what is the hostility about? The Ace of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Six of Swords, and the Clouds. Remember, Ace of Pentacles came out in her overall energy, which is like, I'm taking this into my own hands and I want a new beginning, okay? So this energy for her bottom of the deck is that she feels like there is a lot of problems right now, okay? She feels like there's a lot of hostility. She's upset with herself for her own choices. She's still reeling from the loss, right? Around this new beginning, around their bond. It's very difficult to strengthen a bond when one or both people are hostile. And so, and you know, use the word loosely. I'm not sitting here saying there's a huge battle going on, but you know, energetically, it feels rough, okay? You can't make that up. That is the truth. So there is some hostility. We're on separate turfs right now around a new beginning. So her significant overall, her theme today for head, heart, and environment is that there's hostility around a new beginning with her divine masculine, and she's just done. She wants to get to her place of peace and move out of any confusion, any doubts, any undecision, any kind of lack of clarity. She's done being confused. That is why we have the Queen of Swords here with the Two of Cups. She's like, I'm done being confused. I don't want to be confused anymore. I don't want to be holding on to hostility anymore. I don't want to be holding on to the pain that you put me through anymore. Okay, I'm done trying to figure it out. That's what she's doing. She's like, I'm done. I'm done trying to figure this out. Because in Mercury retrograde, you're trying to figure it out, and you're not going to get any clarity. Okay, divine masculine, however, he's got the light card. Now, I hate when they do this, and I always forget what is the light. The 19. Is that the sun? Oh, hold on. Let me see. Did we get it here? 19, the sun card. So he already has the sun card here in his overall energy. So for him, there's an energy of these hostilities has brought stuff to light for him. Things have been illuminated for him. Okay, there's also success because of the hostility. What is the success? He is the magician now. He is in his mastery now. He's in the energy of, I have mastery of my thoughts. I have mastery of my words. I have mastery of my emotions. I have mastery of my passion. Okay, and I have mastery of my environment, my home. And so now we have the Six of Cups and the head of the pack. You couldn't have two more very different energies around hostility. He's like, yeah, things are hostile. Things have been brought to light. You know, I want to manifest a reunion that is successful. And she's just like, I just want to move on with my life and have some peace. Okay? That's what she's saying. She's just like, I want to move on and I want some peace because I'm not cut out for this right now. Like, I can't deal with the lack of clarity. So for Divine Masculine, his energy around hostility is that, you know, things have really been illuminated and it's helped him come into his mastery for a successful connection with his Divine Feminine. So let's get into the energies now that we know what is the bottom of the deck, okay, which is the theme. So let's get into that energy. Let me move these so I don't forget to read the bottom of the deck for that. Okay, Divine Feminine's most significant thought as related to masculine. Well, door to romance. So there has been a door that has been just slightly opened to love in her headspace, okay? But so she's opening up again towards Divine Masculine, but she is confronting her shadows. She's confronting her shadows. She's confronting secrets. She's confronting things that maybe she didn't see before, okay? It's the Moon card. So she's in the energy of like, I don't know where this is going to go. And so what does she do? She overanalyzes and she thinks about things and she's planning her wishes. And now she's cutting that crap out. She's done overthinking everything. She's releasing this, okay? Because part of her shadow that she needs to confront is like, okay, I'm going to open the door to romance and let me take the lead. Let me be the one who, you know, moves this forward. And no, not the receptive feminine. The feminine who's in her power, you know, attracts. She doesn't chase. So she's opened the door to her heart, Queen of Cups. She's uncertain where things are going to go, remember, in her overall energy. And so here in her most significant thought towards masculine, she's like, yep, I'm opening my heart. I'm opening up. I'm confronting my shadows. I'm confronting my fears. I'm really thinking about things, planning my wishes, but I'm letting go of all of this energy where I am going to take the action. Divine Masculine's most significant thought as related to feminine. Look at this door to value. She has the door to love. He's got the door to value. So he is now thinking about the value of this connection. He's thinking about the value because look, abundance, right? We have abundance here for him. And solar plexus chakra. This is right. This is the action card. This is about confidence. This is about taking action from a place of ambition. Knight of Wands. Remember, I showed you in his overall energy. He's like, I want to get moving towards the sun, who is the light, who is my divine feminine. And so he is in the energy of, I see the value. I want to take action from a place of confidence. But guess what? Tower. No. Nine of Pentacles, right? Nine of Pentacles, like, I want to have all my money. I want to, like, have all of my wealth. That's how I want to take action. No. Third time the Tower shows up. The Divine says, no. No, it's not about money. So if you had a windfall of money or something happened, then we're going to put a tower on it again, because that is something that is repetitive with you, Divine Masculine. So his most significant thought when he thinks of feminine is, I'm valuing this connection. I want to take action from a place of confidence and materiality. And the Divine is saying, no, not through the abundance card, not through financial stuff. Divine Feminine doesn't give two craps about that. Okay, third tower. So in his most significant thought, wants to take action, right? Single, fabulous, confident, luxurious money man. Nope. Boom. Crumbling. The repetition. Divine Feminine's most significant feeling towards masculine journey. She's ready. Look at this person's alone. She's ready to get on her journey. She's just ready to continue moving forward. She wants to get out of the darkness. She wants to get out of the void. Joy and stability, Four of Wands. It's an energy of wanting this union, desiring this union, but also understanding that there is joy and stability in the journey if she stays in union of self. So she's very much in the energy of working hard. She has been working hard, and she's awaiting the results of this hard work and mastery before she dates again, before she dates anyone again, whether it's masculine or any other person. Divine Masculine's most significant feeling towards Divine Feminine. Queen of Swords. This is Divine Feminine, right? So remember, because she showed up as Queen of Swords right here. So Queen of Swords. So he sees her as no nonsense. She knows how to speak. She's honest. She's in her integrity. And I need to build a firm foundation if I am going to go again with the money. This is why in the most significant theme, the Tower's coming in and saying, no, no, not about the money. So in his most significant heart space, in his heart space, the most significant feeling is he wants to build a firm foundation with Divine Feminine. But then there's the Queen of Pentacles, followed by the Wheel card, which is about karma. And then we have the Man, and now we have the 4th Tower. So what I'm getting here is that there's this Queen of Swords who's no nonsense, that he wants to have a firm foundation with. But there is this third party, Queen of Pentacles, who is a karmic for Divine Masculine, and that connection has just ended or is soon to end. Okay? And this is, again, Mars, ruler of destruction. Not only did this third party connection destroy, I use the term loosely, affect rather, the connection between him and Divine Feminine, but now it has affected any foundation, any, movement forward. So now that connection is over, or will be soon, for masculine to understand, look, Divine Feminine does not need to, she's not this Queen of Pentacles. She doesn't need the money. She already has her own coins. She already has her own heart space. She already has mastery. So I really feel that in the heart space for Divine Masculine is that he knows that Divine Feminine is no nonsense. She is his foundation. And this Queen of Pentacles karmic that he was involved in, that connection that he lusted after, or whatever energy he put there, that connection is over or will soon be over. Okay? Next card that we have is about the environment. What is happening in the environment towards for Divine Feminine as related to masculine? She's using her intuition. She's getting her own personal clarity to take the lead. So she's really in this energy of, I'm using my own clarity to take myself where I need to go on my journey, because there's too much conflict that has kept us at this stalemate, that has blocked our success because of irresponsible behavior. So she's in the energy in her environment that I have personal clarity of vision. Queen of Swords, 2 of Cups. I have the clarity of vision that I must take the lead through, because we are in this battle. And things are at a stalemate because of irresponsible behavior. So she's taking the lead on her own journey. Okay, she's not waiting around. Divine Masculine's environment, here we go again, blossoming abundance. So there is this abundance where he was in his ego. Strength card. We already got the Strength card for him. Where do we get that? Strength with 4 of Swords, right? So in his environment, he's very focused on abundance because of this personal power that he feels abundance brings. But he's really confused. There's all these other options that he has chosen because of his ego. But guess what? 4 of Swords. He's healing that now. He's healing his ego. He's healing his pride. Whatever karmic lesson he just went through, it is taking him out of this ego energy. He is healing this pride. He is healing this ego to come into his heart center. Hope that all made sense. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the connection. So, very interesting cards we have here. All right. Oh, let me get these bottoms of the deck. Okay, wait, let me see. Did I do Queens first? Yes, okay. So these are my self-created decks. So this is the Queen's Journey Oracle, the Divine Connections Oracle with the Queen's Journey Tarot and the Divine Connections Tarot. If you guys want to get these, they are available for sale on my website. So, divine masculine in the 5D, right? Because he's really doing a lot of healing, is really trying to figure out a new opportunity. He is, because this deck has 5D and 3D energies. This one, the Divine Connections Oracle, this is a 5D energy. So he's really working. Remember, I said he's in the High Priestess energy and the Star energy, right? Those are all, and the Sun. Those are all major arcanas, by the way. High Priestess, Tower, Star, Strength, Sun. I mean, like, so many major things are happening here. And so we have this energy of divine masculine really connecting to his higher self. Okay? And there is this strategy, there is this secrecy that he has with divine feminine that he's not sharing in the 3D or even in the 5D. So if you are feeling detached or you don't feel like you can necessarily connect with him very much right now, there is some secrecy, but I don't feel like it's shady. I just feel like it's like you're not meant to know. Some things need to be a surprise. Not everything should be predicted. And so I do feel like divine masculine is working in the 5D in secret around something with the divine, for the divine feminine, some sort of thought process and strategies going on that is being, some action is being created and you don't necessarily know what's going on, right? So divine masculine creating a new opportunity secretly as related to his feminine. Okay, High Priestess, Empress. I mean, she is divine feminine. So now what's going on in the connection? Queendom. This is about having something long-term, setting up a legacy. That is a burden right now. The burden is, how do we take a leap of faith forward and have a new beginning so we can create something long-term? Solar plexus chakra, this came out for divine masculine in his headspace. There's absolutely an energy for him to take action, to crumble the Tower card again. I think this is number 6 or 5 rather, 5. To crumble third-party situations from a place of intelligence, from a place of, using precision, like actually cutting, severing something very precisely this time. So here's the energy, taking the action, getting in your confidence to crumble third-party situations and paying attention to how you do it so you do it once and for all. What else is happening in the connection? They are in and out. They are in and out of their defensiveness, okay? Divine feminine is in and out of her block with masculine. Masculine is in his energy of being in and out of his defensiveness. And that's because he's honing his thoughts. This is why he's getting a lot of ideas and thoughts. He's healing his mind. He's healing his pride. He's healing his ego. So he's kind of in and out of that energy. He's very much balancing it. Tower. 5D Tower, destruction. I think this is number 6. What's the destruction? Communication. So this is a 5D card in my deck. So any communication is being crumbled in the 5D around this spiritual connection, and both are feeling a lot of sorrow. So because if you can't connect in the 3D, you're probably going up in the 5D trying to meditate or have a conversation or doing something. And Spirit is saying, no, stay in the void right now. Stay in the void. Let us work things out. 7 towers. 7 towers. Let them work it out. We're going to crumble any movement forward of abrasive communication or any communication towards the spiritual connection. And yes, you're sad, but we're going to crumble all of this so you don't have to be sad anymore. We're going to crumble the sadness. We're going to crumble the tears. We're releasing all of this. We're releasing the past. So you just have to let the divine work. You have to. All right, so now advice for divine masculine and feminine from Kali Ma. Bottom of the deck, this is the Tower. In this deck too. 7 towers is the 7th one. So when this card comes out, okay, hold on one second, sorry. So when this card comes out, Dhumavati, okay? When Dhumavati comes out as guidance, this is what her card means. She is the beloved mother who dwells in the smoke, who presides over the most difficult transitions. She knows that certain endings are unavoidable, but they are necessary predecessors to radical reinvention. Her presence brings the message that though disappointment, defeat, or loss and the negative repercussions of such experiences may cause suffering for a time, they will not limit your future happiness. They are a means for opening another pathway for fulfillment. So your trust must be unconditional in the divine at this time. And later you will see that everything has worked out for the absolute best. This is the bottom of the deck. Thank you, Kali Ma. Advice specifically. This is what Kali Ma is saying. Kali Ma is saying, hey, you have to trust us. Trust the divine. Trust unconditionally, just like you're loving your masculine or your feminine unconditionally. Love the universe unconditionally and all of the things that they are doing, because you will see that everything is working out for the best. Tower, right? This is Divine Feminine's advice. Number 18 card. So Divine Feminine's advice, okay, so the specific question that I asked was, Kali Ma, what is your advice for Divine Feminine on her connection with Divine Masculine, or regarding her connection with Divine Masculine? We have Lalita Tripura Sundari, okay? This card, this is about staying in your heart space, softening hardness and despair, awakening the remembrance of light and joy and love. And no matter what you've experienced, your heart, you have to remember, feminines, your heart shall be cleansed and you will have release from any ugliness, sorrow, or pain. Anything that you endured, right? 9 of Wands, like that self-respect card. Anything that you endured that was selfish or misgiving or deceptive from your counterpart, your heart is being cleansed. The ugliness, the sorrow, the pain will all be released. Negative karmic legacies will be cleared away. Okay? Everything's going to be okay. So gracefully release these lower vibrations with dignity. Another word for self-respect. What is Divine Masculine's advice? Bhuvaneshwari, number 19. So 18, 19. I love this. You know why I love this? Because that means he's ahead. And he needs to be, because he's got the solar plexus. He needs to take action towards his karmic connections and end them. And he needs to end this energy of thinking that feminine is only interested in 3D abundance. No, she's not. Bhuvaneshwari. When Bhuvaneshwari comes out, she is the energy of the feminine, the cosmic mother, the sun and the moon. We have the sun for the masculine that's come out. We've got the moon here for Divine Feminine, okay? This is the energy that they're helping him create a clean slate and a fresh start. They're giving him hope. They are filling him with hope. And they are protecting him and giving him the perseverance to continue to move forward towards what is worthy of his heart. So this is the energy where he too needs to be graceful, but he must start to take action towards the pathway to healing and fulfillment. He's fighting hard, and he needs to fight harder to accomplish the things that honor his soul. And they will help him, Kali Ma will help protect it, those things that honor his soul. So this is also about the energy of connections that are destined to unite and empower a collective. He has a mission with this Divine Feminine. So he must get into his sovereign self to take action towards the light, towards his feminine, towards the destined connection. So the gift of this card is perseverance. The gift of this card is really breaking false foundations and rebuilding what is true to the soul. This is why Divine Masculine has 1 tower, 2 tower, 3 towers, 4 towers, 5 towers right here. Five of the 7 towers belong to divine masculine. The 6th one is for both of them. And that 7th one, which is this bottom of the deck, is for both of them as well. He has 5 of the 7 towers. Now, 5 is about conflict and it's about change. And it's challenging. And 7 towers, 5 being his, he's going to be going through something today, through the course of the weekend, maybe into Monday, where he is going to collapse old timelines, karmic cycles, to get into his divine masculine energy again, to move forward after retrograde. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day.